Hello grade 8 students and welcome to a new lesson. Today's lesson will focus on descriptive writing. So please open your book, page 29, 2E, Speak and Write. So are you ready for the lesson of today? Let's begin. We have two objectives for today's lesson. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the basic parts of a description of a place through matching four paragraphs with their purposes correctly. Also, you will be able to locate specific information by responding to some comprehension questions properly. Before we start the descriptive writing task, we will do a warm-up activity. We are going to look at some adjectives that we use to describe places. So look at these three pictures for three cities and try to come up with the best adjectives that describe each city. Look at the first picture. Do you know which city is this? That's right. It's Venice. Now what are the adjectives that you can use to describe Venice? Excellent. It's the most beautiful city in the world. Each building in Venice is a work of art, so it's a unique city. Many people would say that Venice is a magical city, and the views are breathtaking. Now let's move on to the second picture. Yes, it's New York City. So which adjectives best describe New York City? Correct. It's very crowded, which means it's full of people. It's also very expensive. Lively, which means it's full of activity and excitement. Diverse, which means it includes many different types of people. Busy or bustling. Bustling means a city which is very crowded, very busy. A city that never sleeps, as they call it. The last picture. London, exactly. So how are you going to describe London? Well done. It's cosmopolitan, which means there are different types of people living there. Touristic, very busy with tourists. Historic, because London has a very long history. Picturesque, which means it's very charming in a very unusual way. These are some of the adjectives that you can use to describe cities. Now, how to write a description of a place. Have a look at the description of Barcelona, page 29. Before you start writing a description of a city like Barcelona, you have to collect enough information, specific details. The best way to do that, to collect information, is to ask questions. So let's start with a very simple question. Have you ever been to Barcelona? Of course, your answer could be, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. If your answer is yes, what did you like the most? Very good. There is no correct answer for this question. One might say, what I liked the most is that it's full of street performers. Another might say, what I liked the most is shopping, or the excellent restaurants, so many to choose from and lots of inexpensive good quality places. Another possible answer is, what I liked the most is that you can take a bus tour around the city, explore it on foot, or take a ride in a cable car to see it from above. Now let's ask another question. What do you know about Barcelona? That's right. Barcelona is a coastal city. It's the second largest city in Spain. It's a popular holiday destination. It has two official languages. It's home to the largest football stadium in Europe. Some of the buildings go back to the Roman era. As you can see, with only 2 questions, we have many details about the city of Barcelona that will be very handy when writing about this city. So now let's go through the description and see what kind of information the writer included. Activity A. Read the description of Barcelona. In which paragraph from 1 to 4 does the writer describe the most important sites, describe what tourists can do there, give his or her opinion about the place, give general information about the place. Take a couple of minutes and try to figure out the answers. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. That's right. In paragraph 2, the writer describes the most important sites. Well done. In paragraph 3, the writer describes what tourists can do there. In paragraph 4, the writer gives his or her opinion about the place. You are correct. And finally, in paragraph 1, the writer gives general information about the place. Great job! Have a look at the layout of the text and the title. Barcelona, a city worth visiting. What do you notice? That's right. It's a blog. Now look at the first paragraph. How did the writer begin the description? Exactly. He started with an introduction, in which he wrote general information about the city, like its name, its location, and some interesting features. The writer started with the name of the city, Barcelona, then the location, it's a coastal city. Then he moved to some interesting features. It's the second largest in Spain. It's an attractive city and a popular holiday destination. Now look at paragraph 2. What kind of information can you find in this paragraph? Excellent. We have information about important sites. So after giving the reader some general information about the city in paragraph 1, the writer started to describe the most important sites in Barcelona in the main part. He mentioned many places like Camp Nou and Montjuïc Castle and gave us some details about both of them. So he said that Camp Nou is the largest stadium in Europe. Pay attention to the first sentence in the paragraph. There are lots of fascinating places to visit there. We call this sentence a topic sentence because it presents the one topic that will be the focus of the paragraph, which is the most important places in the city. Now have a look at the third paragraph. In this paragraph, the writer mentioned some of the things you can do in Barcelona. You can take a bus tour, explore the city on foot, take a ride in a cable car to see it from above. You can walk along La Rambla, or eat or buy souvenirs, or visit one of the beaches or parks. So can you find the topic sentence? Amazing! Barcelona is definitely not dull. So as you notice, in the main part, you have to mention some of the sites, then give some information about each site, and mention some of the things that you can do in this city. What about the closing paragraph? What kind of information is included? You are right. In the conclusion, you have to give your opinion about the place. So when the writer said, I believe that if you visit this impressive city once, you will want to visit it again and again, this is his own opinion. Please pay attention that the idea when describing a place is to give enough information that the reader can picture the place you are describing. So once again, begin with an introduction and give general information about the place. Then move to the main part and describe the most important sites and what tourists can do. And finally, in the conclusion, write your own opinion about the place. Now let's move on to the second objective and find out if you can locate some specific details in the text. So are you ready? Let's get started. Question number 1. Where is Barcelona? Excellent. In Spain. Question number 2. What is Barcelona famous for? Well done. Its culture and architecture. Question number 3. What's the largest stadium in Europe? You are right. Camp Nou. Question number 4. Why is Montjuic Castle a place worth visiting? Well done, because you can enjoy a beautiful view of the city there. Question number 5. How can you explore the city? You are amazing. You can take a bus tour, explore on foot, and even take a ride in a cable car. The last question. What is the writer's opinion about Barcelona? Excellent. He believes that if you visit this city once, you will want to visit it again and again. Great job. Pay attention that when writing, you have to avoid repeating the same words all the time. You can use one of these words. Look at the first example. There is a beautiful park near here. I go for a walk in the park every afternoon. Instead of repeating in the park again, you can use the word there. There is a beautiful park near here. I go for a walk there every afternoon. Now look at the second example. Lots of tourists visit my town and I always try to show the tourists around. Instead of repeating the tourists again, you can use the word them. Lots of tourists visit my town and I always try to show them around. Now go to Activity B. Read and find out what the highlighted words 1 to 4 from the text refer to. Pause the video, take a couple of minutes and try to do the activity by yourself. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 1. What does it refer to? Excellent. It refers to Barcelona. Barcelona is an attractive city and a popular holiday destination. Number 2. What does that refer to? Very good. It refers to Barcelona again. There are lots of fascinating places to visit in Barcelona. 3. What does this refer to? Well done. It refers to Camp Nou. Camp Nou is the largest stadium in Europe. The last one. What does it refer to? You are amazing. It refers to La Rambla. La Rambla is full of street performers. Great job. See you in the next lesson. Have a good day and thank you for watching.